Hey guys, it's Susan from Tamagems. Hope everybody is doing well today. I want to show you how I made these beautiful copper heart pearl earrings. I shaped it out of copper wire and I added pearls as a dangle. They are so sweet. Let's get started making them. I'm starting off with 16 gauge bare copper wire, and I'm going to unroll about 7 inches. So let me cut it here. And then I'm going to go ahead and match up my other side for my other earring. Cut it here. And then using my nylon jaw pliers, I'm going to go ahead and straighten out my wire. This is fairly thick wire, but I want some nice substantial heart earrings, so I'm using a thicker gauge wire. Okay, then what I'm going to do is get my bench block, and I'm going to hammer the sides, the ends. Okay, let me put this away. And now we're going to work on our earrings. So we've got our 6-step looper. I'm going to use the smallest step. Now what I need to do is mark my wire. Using my red Sharpie, I'm going to measure out 4 inches, mark that, and 2.5 inches, and mark that, and do this for both pieces of wire. Coming in at my 4-inch mark first, I'm going to use my 6-step looper, pinch it down. I'm going to use the smallest barrel and bring it around like this. I can make this a little bit thinner at the top. Just use my fingers and press it down. Then I'm going to find my 2.5-inch mark that I made. Press that down with my 6-step looper, and I'm going to bring it up. Like that. I'm going to use my chain nose pliers, and I'm going to pinch this down so it's a little bit more narrow at the bottom. Just going slow. Okay, that looks good. So I need to leave a little bit of space in between here because I'm going to hang a pearl from the bottom. So let me bend this way. And now what I'm going to do is form my other half of my heart. So I don't want this side to be the same size as this side. I want it to be a little bit lower. So I'm going to come in with my pliers. I need to use the smaller one and go ahead and curve it down. So I have my heart like this. So I've already got my hammered side, so that looks nice. Now what I'm going to do is use this wire to wrap around. So just going slow. I'm going to bend my wire around. I'm going to bring this wire up. I'm just going to use my fingers. Spread out my 2 heart sides. And then I can either wrap this around one more time, or I can cut this. I think I'm going to just cut it at the end. And now I'm going to go ahead and bring the wire around, flatten it out, and bring it in. So it's like that, and we don't have any sharp edges. So there we've got one heart. Okay, let's work on the other side. We're going to come in at our 4-inch mark, bringing in our 6-step looper using the smallest one. We'll put it on our mark and bend the wire around to form a narrow side like that. And we can always bring it in to see, and it matches pretty good. Then we're going to find our 2.5-inch mark right here. Bring our looper back in, put it on this mark, and bring our wire up. Crossing it over, and then coming in with our chain nose pliers and pinching down the end. I'm going to keep going until I can flatten this out a little bit more. Okay, I think that looks okay. Let me compare it to this one. Yeah, I think that looks okay. I'm going to straighten out my wire a little bit with my fingers. Now it's time to make this loop. So coming in with my looper again, I want to make this side smaller than this side, or shorter. So I'm going to go ahead and find out where I want my loop to start. I think I'll come up just a little bit higher. And then I'm going to go ahead and bring my wire down. pushing these together. I think this loop needs to be a little bit larger. So I'm going to go ahead and bring it out just a little bit more. Then I'm going to come around with my, I have to take this one out because I'm not going to wire wrap around that. I'm going to wire wrap around the stem. Using my chain nose pliers, coming around the stem. It looks like I've done this one 3 times, so let me go around 3 times with this one. And I can go ahead and push these together, get it a little closer. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut this. And push this down. Now I can maneuver this with my fingers and get it the shape that I want. I think I need to come up a little bit higher with this one. So I'm going to bring it back in. Straighten it out. And then pinch it over. And then go ahead and bend this over with my pliers. Okay, so those look pretty good. Now what we need to do is lightly tap this. And then do it on both sides. Do this side. Okay, I'm going to get my pearls out. So I need 2 pearls. Kind of have to match them up. So let's see. I think this size looks pretty good. It's large enough that you can see it, but it's not too big. So I'm going to go ahead and use this size and then get out my head pins and hope that they go through the pearl. And they do. So I really lucked out with that. Okay. So then what I'm going to do is wire wrap this together. So let's go ahead and use our chain nose pliers, bring the wire to the back, bring the wire up, over, down, rotate, and bring the wire to the back. And we'll do the same on this side. Wire to the back, coming up, over, down, rotate, and bring the wire to the back. Now we're going to open the door, slide on our heart, pinch it down, and wire wrap around. I'm going to go down and up. I kind of want this to be a messy wire wrap. Kind of have some thickness at the bottom. To match the thickness of here of this wire wrap. So let me pinch this down. Okay. So that looks nice. Now let's do the other side. Using my chain nose pliers, I'm going to go ahead and open that door. Slide it on. Push it through. I'm going to hang on to my loop. Using my bent chain nose pliers, I'm going to go ahead and come around. I'm going to come back up. I can rotate my pliers, see if I can get this little end to go all the way down. Push it down, my pliers. Okay. Now we just have to add our earring wire. Okay, I'm going to open up my jump ring, put on my lever back, add my heart, and then I'm going to close up my jump ring. Do the same for the other side. Open up my jump ring, add my lever back, add my heart, and close it up. And there you have your beautiful copper heart earrings. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks for joining me. See you again next time.